wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent wide. Triol. DK. Schuster. Xavi. Schuster. Desai. Bullet. Rijkaard. Cafu. Ibrahimovic. Bullet. Oh, that's nice. Gets it back. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Chance to break. And the weighted pass. Goalkeeper's ball. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Desai. Ronaldinho. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's played forward. Bullet. Good idea, just poorly executed. Cut out in the nick of time. Looking to get within range. Help's available out wide. Good ball. Has a pop! Quick first touch and almost as good a second. Going through. Ronaldinho. And he's... Has a pop! He scores! Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Neymar. Rijkaard goes looking. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's Ibrahimovic. Van Basten gets it, and now what? Forward it goes. Maldini plays it forward. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Big ball now. Ronaldinho. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Desai. Bullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well read, he sorted that out. Messi. Neymar. Well weighted. It's come loose. That'll be a throw-in. Neymar. Messi. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
That's a Shevchenko!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And, oh, that's too long. Xavi. Messi. It's Ronaldinho. Messi. Ronaldinho. Forward it goes. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Can he find a finish now? Ronaldinho. And there's the end of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, that first 45 minutes...
Going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Schuster. Xavi. Ronaldinho. Messi. He's got away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. Now it's Van Basten. He gets past his man, has a goal! And he's straight offside. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Xavi. Ronaldinho. Schuster. Quick glance at goal. Surely. Shoots! Desai. Looking to break out here. Pull it. Ibrahimovic. It's a fan and the shot! And in it goes! That was a given. It always was.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Milan get it back again. Van Basten. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Ronaldinho gets it out to the wing.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. It's Van Basten! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Tries to get it clear.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's great strength on the ball. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Gets the better of his man. Has a hit! In it goes!
Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Desai. Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. And here's Van Basten. Shot a goal! Now the counter. Messi plays it forward. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Triol. And here's Messi. Ibrahimovic, out to the left it goes. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ibrahimovic. Van Basten!
Look, this unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down.
He tries a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Cruyff. He's had a shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Van Basten. Oh, it's Van Basten. Forward it goes. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot.
It's one! It's in! Deep into injury time! Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. He's played him through. He's on his way. Looks to bypass the midfield. And that's that. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent.
He's gone for it! Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Vidic. Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there. And here's Beckham. And the shot! It's there!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Rome trail at this early stage. How will they respond? It's come loose. Plays it out to the wing.
Manchester have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
He's had a shot! Oh, terrible pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot at goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Has gone out. A good challenge. He just stood firm. Brought forward. What does he try from here? That's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. Totti. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Quick glance at goal. Has a pop! Back of the net! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Manchester get themselves a two-goal cushion.
We're looking at...
It's Rooney! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Rooney cannot be a happy chappy, and you can understand why. The run was stoic, and it should have been heroic.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a throw. Checo. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney. And it's played forward. Defender's on the back foot. Over to the left. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Forward it goes. Gets wrestled off the ball. Checo. He's got through. Goes for goal! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the game has already resumed here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Samuel. Falcao. Cafu plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
Cafu.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's played forward. He's there to receive it. Got a size, and oh! And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Manchester take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Oh, shooting chance! Cut out in the nick of time, dashing forward at pace. Beckham, Rooney. Forward it goes.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Could move up a gear here. Checo! Standing save to keep that out.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Cuts it out. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
No way through there. Gets the better of his man. He's gone for it! It's off target and by quite a way.
Rome just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Batistuta. Can he dig out a hits one? Goal! And they are right back within touch. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Rome give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. It's on a plate, has a hit! Really well taken goal. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And when when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Manchester blast them, going for goal! Sticks it away! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Oh, beautifully dispatched, there was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Done very well to intervene. Van Nistelrooy. Forward it goes. Checo. Rome get it back again. This could spot. Has a pop! He has done it!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Totti. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Rome really were sleepwalking in central defence, just never went off.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
So it's down to business here.
Keeper and just get something in the way.
Face to face with the keeper. Goes for goal! Marvellous goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Filippo Inzaghi is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
London didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Now it's Inzaghi. Vieira. Perez. Oh, that is asking for trouble. How about a real chance? Oh, that's a fine save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
Pirlo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Filippo, he's had a goal! And in it goes! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Milan take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Van Basten with a long... Oh, real danger here!
London have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Hoists it forward. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Ibrahimovic was not to be moved. And here's Van Basten. And it's played forward. Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Inzaghi. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Vieira. Shapes to shoot! Back of the net! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Could move up a gear here. Smith has a hit. Could fall kindly. Oh, taken with style.
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Diachi reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper...
And the shot! He's gone for it! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
London go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Tries lifting it over. Cuts it out. Maldini tries to get it forward quickly. And he's straight offside. Cesc Fabregas. Roberto Baggio plays it out to the wing, and it's Inzaghi. Vieira shows great strength. And there is the half-time whistle, and we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Milan don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Receives it in a good position. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That's a brilliant interception. Petit tries to stroke it through, and he's searching through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
In comes the cross. And here's Inzaghi. Has a goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Good save. He got a decent fist on that. Perez plays it forward. Breaks on here. He's got away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Kaka. Forward it goes. Filippo Inzaghi, he's away!
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Cut out in the nick of time. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. It's a decent ball. Has a pop! A great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
So it's going to be another corner. Diachi can pick that up. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well read, he sorted that out. Defenders on the back foot. Pires plays it forward. Cafu goes looking. Now it's Petit. Hits one! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out. Never mind.
Henri! And the ball's... Oh, real danger here. Shoots! No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Koscielny gets it back. Battles to win it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And here's Inzaghi going for goal. It's in. And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager.
Big chance! Goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made.
Goes for goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Look, the goal was well manufactured, but the striker probably can't believe he's been given that much space in the penalty.
Has a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
That'll be a throw-in. He's made sure that that won't get through. Pires. Cafu drives it forward. Ronaldinho. Nicely measured pass. He's left his man. Oh, tries a shot! Overmars. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan have thrown it away. It was in their grasp, and they let it go. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside, coaches of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific and crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Munich trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Müller brings it forward. He's picked him out, and he's shown him a real chance! No mistake! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak...
Goes for it! He scored! Into the lead once more!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering and, listen, we all expect that.
And it's Lampard. He's had that put on a plate. Mateus, and it's played forward. Ashley Cole gets his foot in there. Ashley Cole goes looking. Chelsea have it back and they can go again. Lampard. Oscar. Oh, what a ball! Goes for goal! Hoists it forward. Müller. Keeper's got good distance on that. Forward it goes. Ashley Cole does well there, alert. And it's Lampard. He came in hard, very hard. And here's Lampard. Now it's Robben. He's had a shot! Mateus. Chance to break. Hits one! Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. He gets past his man. That looks a good ball. Over to the left. Robben with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Lewandowski.
Oh, they were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And here's Lewandowski. Forward it goes. And here's Robben. That's a good ball to find him. Mateus. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised and has a pop! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And now they can launch a counter. And he's going long. He's left his man. Muller! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Chelsea just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Shevchenko. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hoists it forward, and it's Robben. Robben tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Lampard. He could be it. He's had a go! And in it goes!
Chelsea are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
It's a promising ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Shevchenko. And it's Azar. And here's Robben. It's Azar! This could fall anywhere. Ribery. That's not going to make it. It's gone for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oscar plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Hits one! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lampard is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Surely! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now. And help's available out wide. A chance! Has a pop! And that would have won it.
Hazard clearly is aware of how important that was. He'll be hoping that it won't come back to haunt him.
Muller absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Gets away from his opponent. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's played forward. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Lewandowski really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Plays it out to the wing. Hazard gets the better of his man. Tries to get it forward quickly. Muller. Muller! Big relief, it just needed better contact. That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Oh, great ball! It's come from Lewandowski, has a go! Forward it goes. Joe, it's got through to him. Got a shot away! And with that, the final whistle. Munich beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved, but the result is everything. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Munich lost their way after falling behind early. They're constant.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with...
Aguero has a go! Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Benzema. Gets away from his opponents. Cristiano Ronaldo! Superb goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but...
And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Company. Fernandinho. Nasri. Goes for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter. That creates a little more working space.
Pixie. Cut out in the nick of time. Fernandinho tries to get it forward quickly. He spotted the run and played it. He's had a shot! He scores! Robinho with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Good idea, just poorly executed. Cristiano Ronaldo hits one! Oh, that it, and a second time! And in again! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look,
It's Aguero! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's Nasri. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Aguero, he's had a goal! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. been levered clear. Ronaldo with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Battles to win it back. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. He's had a look. Roll! And oh! That'll be a throw-in. Big chance! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Nasri goes looking. He's gone for it! Chance again? No.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And here's Benzema. And they've been caught out here. Benzema has a pop! They are rampant! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, some tackle that. Ball's loose, who's getting there? No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. De Bruyne. And here's Aguero. It's got through. Shoots! No mistake! Simplicity itself.
It's almost criminal.
And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Casemiro. Benzema. Looking to break out here. Cuts it out. Hierro. Toni Kroos. Hierro. Camacho. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Fernandinho. Robinho. That's really nice. Now, what next? Has a hit! Oh, has a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Hoists it forward. Nasri.
Manchester have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And it's played forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Robinho. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Could be thinking about a shot here. Fernandinho. Well positioned to make that interception. Robinho, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Now it's Aguero. Aguero plays a clever pass. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Nasri. Otamendi. Fernandinho. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Aguero really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Hoists it forward. Aguero. Into the box. Away from immediate danger. And they've got it. Chance! And it's played forward. Dashing forward at pace. Trying to get there.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's in, surely! What a ball this has turned out to be. And he's there to clear it. Dinks one in. Oh, good interception. Well played, he saw that coming. And through to the goalkeeper. Hierro. Kaka. Van Nistelrooy plays it out to the flank. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Chance to shoot! Shade too heavy, people can pick that up. Yaya Toure. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Casemiro. Now it's Benzema. Oh, real danger here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and a result which is well-deserved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Diachi were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be Messi! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
It's being played forward. There's the through ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Good Johnson. Henri gets away from his opponents. Can he find a finish now? Has a hit! They score! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's left his man. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. No question, that's a foul.
Newcastle have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
It's been intercepted and will come to nothing. And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Messi looks to thread it through. Ben Arthur. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Goes for goal! It's in!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And now they can launch a counter. Well played, he saw that coming. Henry. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Henry. He's picked him out. Well positioned to make that interception. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Iniesta. He's made sure that that won't get through. Shearer. A real chance to break. Ben Arthur. Shearer. Tries to get it forward quickly. Johnson breaks on here. Plays a clever pass. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Messi. It's a loose ball. Ben Arthur. There's the whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're already into the second period. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And it's played forward. Referee's given a throw. Ben Arthur. Cuts it out. Henry. Johnson. Otto. Barnes. It's on and the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Tries to get it clear. Towering header! And that's been at a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Now, can he catch Shearer? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
It's it into the great leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Forward it goes. Henry. Goes to finish! It's there! And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ian Rush!
Newcastle showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Oh, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it.
And that could be trouble. Has a pop! Oh, taken with style! Two up and threatening to pull clear. An act of charity gratefully received. So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely
He's gone for it! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you...